So this is my spring hair from AliExpress. A lot of you guys want to know what it looks like in the inside after I make them. This is what it looks like. This is my silk top unit from a closure store. And them the same closures I always wear. So pretty much you put a pre-existing part in your hair and then you line that up with your closure so that it looks like they pretty much snap and connect together. You can make your part as small or as thick as you want it depending on how your hair is, but I just use concealer and a pencil if my part looks a little too wide sometimes. And I have a widow's peak, so it tends to work with the behind the hairline thing. So you pretty much just adjust it to your liking. I could have pulled it forward just a little bit more, but yeah. And then I tried to accompany it with a scarf to try something different.
So baby boy, don't stop it. I like it my way. And my hips are just right here. If you never had it.
Okay, so this is going to be a review for this hair that I'm wearing, which is an AliExpress brand. I did like an initial kind of show and tell review for this spring hair. Now, in that review, I did state that I was going to color this hair blue-black, and I'm sure you can see this hair is not blue-black. It has nothing to do with me and all to do with the company, so we'll get into that in just a second. I currently have 4 bundles of 30 inches, so this is how long it is. So I told you guys, usually a 30 hits my waist. No, a 24 hits my waist. So a 30 comes to my hip. It's pretty long, but it's not very thick. Usually when I have virgin hair, and we'll get into that in a second too. Usually when I have virgin hair, the wefts and the amount of hair that's on the wefts is very full. This hair, however, was not full. These bundles were, as you can see in the initial video that I did, the bundles were very thin. Not crazy thin, but thinner than they should have been. I currently have a silk-based closure in from Closure Store. I decided to put this is my, what wrap is this? This is my Versace H&M scarf. So that's why it has the crocodiles on it. They go with my pants. But I decided to do something just a little bit different so it's just not, straight down. Because this kind of looks like a wig that I have from a company, which was going to be my point to do. I'm like, I want to do a middle part. I want to try with some AliExpress hair. I want to do a blue-black. I want to, do something different. Because recently, a fellow YouTuber of mine named Muffins Is My Lovers 2012, which is April, she was doing some AliExpress reviews herself. And she said that she went to go color her hair. When she colored it blonde, she used bleach. The hair started to smoke. And she did a video to prove that it was smoking. Then it charred the hair. And that usually comes because the hair is a blend. So pretty much it'll be 50% human hair and 50% synthetic hair that's for two fibers, and because it can be heated up to 450 degrees, when you flat iron it, it doesn't melt. But when you put color or anything of that nature on it, it will melt. So I've heard this a lot with AliExpress companies, and I, just to kind of be foolproof and to see if it's true or if I experience any of that is why I wanted to try it. However, I was not given that opportunity because the company is so they want to rush me very much about this review. So it's not really much, honestly, that I'm going to be able to say it in this review because I haven't had enough time with this hair. You guys know that this month of May, I am doing a video a day in May. So my upload schedule for hair reviews are not as often as they usually are because there's so much other stuff that I'm doing, which I've explained and I've let them know. But pretty much it was met with, we really don't care. We need our video up now. That's pretty much that's the gist of it. So again, I dealt with this kind of customer service before with another AliExpress company that I've dealt with. So, again, customer service is also very important when it comes to hair companies or any company for that matter. So, these 4 bundles that I have in, they shedded quite a bit when I put them in. And this time I did not cut my wefts because I wanted to see how the hair was going to act if any shedding was involved. This is the amount of hair that I've gotten from this hair after I've gotten a lot more as I was putting it in, which I don't really like. And then also, this hair has a lot of gray hairs in it, which gray hairs, if you know about virgin hair, they use them to fill the hair in so it doesn't look so sparse. Instead of using more virgin hair, they use gray hair. You can't really tell on camera, but when I was putting them in, like most of the bundles had like a nice section of gray hair in it. Again, I wanted to lift this hair because again, this review is gonna be nothing but for me to do another Brazilian straight hair that I've done once before. I wanted to do something different, but if clearly the company just feels as if they need their review up to be, you know, just now and here. Can't say anything really bad about the hair. One, because I haven't had enough time to deal with the hair, but two, so far so good. But the shedding is one thing that I'm experiencing a lot of, which is not really a good sign when you first put hair in. This hair has yet to be co-washed. It's yet to be washed at all. So usually when water hits it, it's a whole different story. I don't necessarily think that this hair is 100% virgin. Here's the thing. Here's the issue that I'm starting to have with AliExpress companies. And the reason why I do reviews like this is because for the people who cannot afford the very expensive hair, this is another alternative. And don't get me wrong. There are vendors on AliExpress who have nice hair. But this particular vendor, I'm not too sure about because of the origins in which you see how it keeps doing this in the back? It keeps kind of like wanting to buckle and not stay bone straight. It's not supposed to do that. Like hair, virgin hair is not supposed to do that. Wherever you put it is where it's supposed to stay. And it's just kind of all over the place. So I'm going to take this off so y'all can see this hair without a headband on. So this is what it looks like with no headband or anything on it. It's not bad. It's not horrible by a long shot. But see, I don't know. This is hair that hasn't been washed. I just been kind of wearing it out. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of get a feel for it. But it's not really... It's not bad at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bad, but all hair usually is good when you have it straight out the pack. Is that what is it going to do once, you know, a co-wash hits it? And that was going to be my test when I put the color in it to see how well it took the color and how well it held up after I blow dried it and all of that good stuff. But again, that has nothing to do with me and all to do with the company. They want their hair and they want it now because they don't understand that other people have schedules as well. So yeah, that's probably as much as I can say as far as this hair is concerned. Will I come back with the update from this hair? Most likely not. Because I don't really see a point. So I might end up just repurposing the cap and the closure. People need to understand, especially about us hair reviewers, you can't send me hair on a Monday and expect your review next Monday. One, because I haven't had enough time to deal with the hair. Two, you're not the only person that I'm reviewing for. And three, I also have a life as well. So therefore, if I tell you, like, you know, unfortunately, I can't get your review up right away because I have other things that I have to do, then your best bet is to respect what we're saying and then just wait your turn. That's it. Because you end up with reviews like this where they're really not a review. I'm just kind of ranting about how the company is not really professional about in which ways they do it. You guys know I review for a lot of companies. There's a lot of companies that I have to turn away and I say no to. I'm doing these AliExpress reviews because I'm trying to find the diamond in the rough. What company has the good hair at a low price that has thick bundles? Because yeah, this hair looks nice. It's for the average person, this hair is enough. Would I put a curl to this? No. Because if I try to cut it, I would have to cut about this much off to pretty much cut this. So that leaves me with this. Then you curl this. This is what your curls are going to look like. That's not attractive. You see what I'm saying? So it's not enough hair to give you this big voluminous curls. You're not going to get that. So if you want some straight hair that just happens to be really long, then I would say go for it. Sure. These four pieces together, I think are very affordable. Now, what's going to happen after you wash your hair or you wrap your hair? I have no clue. So yeah, this is my spring hair review. And I had high hopes for this hair. And I really wanted to do something different with this hair that I haven't did with my other ones. I was going to do a tutorial on how I did my hair, the color. But no, I'll save that for another company. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all later.